Hello guys, welcome to Programming Go. This is the 7th tutorial in series of Learn Java for Beginners, and in this tutorial we're gonna look at for loops. I'm gonna create a new Java project in Eclipse as usual, and I'm gonna name this tutorial 7. Click on next and then finish. I'm gonna create a new class here by going new class, and I'm gonna name this application, which really doesn't matter now. Now I will create a main method here by typing main control space and hit enter. I do really explain this last time, but if you got a badly formatted code, press Control Shift F and it will format the orientation. So this is a runnable application. I'm gonna type here keyword for, and I'm gonna have opening and closing round brackets, which gonna contain the condition that contain how many times the loop will execute, and then I have opening and closing curly brackets where we will put the code that we want to execute, and inside curly bracket put 2 semicolons, and why you will see later in it. I'm gonna type this out and press Control space and print something like hello in it, and if I run this we get infinite loop. I will stop this from here. Now what actually is, these semicolon divide stuff into 3 sections, and in the first section contain code that will execute before the loop starts. So before this, actually this will be printed, and then I can declare initialize a loop counter variable. I can say int I equals 0. I is mainly traditional here, and then in the second I will put a condition, and as long as this condition is true the loop will execute. So I could say, for example, I is smaller than 5. I is smaller than 5, and as long as I is less than 5 this loop will run, and here this is the condition that will execute once after every iteration of the loop. So I can put I equals I plus 1. So I am saying take the value of I, add 1 to it and put it back to I itself, so that for every repeat of the loop I will increment it, and a shorthand way of increasing I by 1 is to type I plus plus, which is very handy. So now we got a standard for loop, and if I run that it will execute hello for 5 times. So the first time I equals 0, and then condition is checked, I is less than 5, yes, so this is printed out and then it is executed. So now I is 1, and again the condition is checked, yeah, I is smaller than 5, yes, so the condition is run, and again I is incremented until I equals 5, and then the condition is not true. So the compiler will run out of this loop, and the program will stop. One interesting thing I like to show you here, if you print out the value of I here, so let me type the value of I is I, and if I run this, we get five four five values of I, which is from 0 to 4. And there is another way of doing this that you will definitely come across. Instead of println, I'm gonna type printf, and this is a method that requires two arguments to it. And if the first argument is a string, a format specifier, and then the second argument is a value to fill in the format specifier. Well, now you guys thinking, what is a format specifier? Well, it is a string that contains special characters or or symbols, I should say, that would be replaced by the number of variable that you have here. So format specifier begins with a percentage symbol and n in a letter. A letter for an integer you need is d. So percentage d means print the string but replace the percentage d with the value of an integer specified here after the comma every time. And if I run this, you got this output. And why all is in one line is because unlike println, printf doesn't print out a new line character by default, so it doesn't make the output to go in new line. That's sometimes very useful. If you want to print a new line here, you can simply put a blank sys out, and if I run this now, we will get new line after every execution. Or I could type another special character /n, word slash and then n, which means a new line. And if I run this, we got new lines after every execution. This is a lot to digest, but try this in your own program, and remember, percentage d replaced by the value of specifier here. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope you will get your hand around for loops. As always, I advise not wondering about it for too long, but just try typing out if you get this to work, and see what error comes out and fix them and get your loops working. Because learning programming language is like learning a new language, which I keep saying. And in the next tutorial we may look at if statement. So guys, please like this video, do subscribe and share this video with your friends. Until then, keep learning.